Next day, I have no reason to think he's done anything bad, so I can't insight check him. So yeah,
he wakes up the way he always does.
Really red eyes. As
Tired.
if he'd been out all night.
Tired, annoyed. Very basic stuff, really.
I say, have you had a nice sleep?
is this out of character for him? What he normally acts like, or does he normally ask that?
I don't know how he normally acts.
I don't-
Like.
Is that-
always
That's
say
up to
that.
him.
Is that
because, no,
something Dolos says? Let's be honest. So no, as soon as he says that, I immediately start counting my money.
Okay, that's a good.
You're like, touche.
Okay,
I'm like,
so
what do you even think of me?
you're a thief.
Thank you.
That was, well, no, whatever.
Just don't take my stuff.
Oh, I haven't making me look even more suspicious. Just a troll.
Yeah, I didn't get anything out of that.
Darn it.
I'm busy counting my money. That's all I can see right now. So I'm gonna, I want to spend the day running errands, I guess.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Dolos, the rest of the week, or the rest of the time that you will stay here, what would you do?
I would steal stuff.
Okay, the entire time?
No. Sometimes I would go to the...
You go gamble.
Yeah, in the weekends I take my day off, so...
Okay.
No, I don't gamble. I'm not stupid.
roll one stealth check to see how stealthy you are, generally speaking, during your days, and then roll a sleight of hand check to see how much money you can gather while you are drinking in bars, walking through the crowds, that sort of thing.
19.
Ba-dum. Why don't you roll 3d6? So in the past days, you have, within those 2 weeks, you would gather a total of 11 gold pieces.
11 gold pieces.
Yeah, just
Pretty
going everywhere, waving your hands where they do not belong.
Okay.
So that was Dolos for this time. Drake,
So yeah, I want to go
go
and
to you.
talk to an alchemist and bring the hound or the hellhound stomachs. By the way, can I look at the condition of it? The liquid hasn't burned through the glass, has it?
No, the liquid hasn't burned through the glass. The liquid seems a little bit clotted.
Okay.
Only slight bit. It's not that bad. It's probably still
It's pretty
sellable.
fresh. It's about a day old.
It's it's sellable.
Within reason.
Yeah,
I don't know where else you're gonna get day old hellhound flame fluid.
I don't know. So yeah, you try to sell it.
I sell it
Wait.
or ask if it can be made into a potion of fire breathing because we know about that already, and what the cost would be and stuff.
He slowly nods his head. He said, "Yes, this could be made into a potion of fire breathing. It would take a decent amount of time, as potions are inclined to do. And with the time comes, of course, cost of working on the potion. The main ingredients you already have, so that takes a decent amount of the cost away from you. Potion of fire breath. Where are you?
Are the stomachs worth anything?
The stomachs themselves are not really what he's after. He is really after the fluid.
Right. But it's is it worth anything? The inside is flame resistant.
Not without the fluid. Really. It's like they haven't found a use of the fluids yet, really. I need to go to my items. Yep, there we go.
So it should be about 4 sacks worth of fluid.
Which is quite a decent amount. One sack of fluid can be made into 2 separate potions of fire.
Wow.
Breath. So in that case, they are fairly useful. So in total, how many did you say you have?
I have 4 sacks worth of fluid. So just give me how much per sack worth of fluid it would get me if I just sold it, and how much I would spend in order to make 2 or 1.
He says potions of fire breath take a while to make. They are uncommon, as you should know.
Mm-hmm.
They cost around 300 gold pieces each.
This is just off the shelf, or including...
Off the shelf.
Okay.
They will cost 300 gold pieces. The weaker kinds. There are stronger kinds, but I do not make those. For it takes a lot of time and they're usually not worth it. That's like the pricing for one. We need 1 amount of fluid, which we can get.
Wouldn't that be half an amount of fluid, technically? You said you can make 2 out of it.
Yeah, he speaks in like 1 amount of fluid, but you can get 2 of those amounts from 1.
Okay, fair enough.
The fluid itself is 140 gold pieces per sack, so it's around 70 gold pieces per portion.
Okay.
And then the rest of that money, the difference is actually spent on the brewing process, which takes round and about 20 to 25 days of it standing there, it being worked on, standing there, worked on, standing there, worked on, etc, etc. So
Okay.
it's not round the clock work, but it has to be worked on. So one of those stomachs would round you with 140 gold pieces.
Right. So let me do... So it's... let's just say if I were to get 2 potions, that's 460, which is 1 sack, so that we have 3 sacks, each worth 140. Blah, 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 blah. Make sure I'm doing this math right. 140 times 3, 420. So I could get 2 things of 2 fire potions for 40 gold, basically. If I sell all the fluid, which say give me 2 fire potions, and I sell the rest of the fluid.
Yes. That would be the way to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give him 4 platinum pieces and the fluid, and I'll have
He gives you his only 2 remaining potions of fire breath.
Okay, fair enough.
And he's going to start immediately making some more, since the stomachs are reasonably difficult to come by. He does speak to you for one slight bit of information. He says that any creature that breathes fire has one of these stomachs. Generally, the size of the creature determines the size of the stomach and therefore the amount of liquid in it.
So
Okay.
Gold Freak has it too.
Does he have... Yeah, I have it too. That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
you have it too.
He doesn't know this.
I smell money now.
It's not even that much. I was about to say it's not even that big, but that's not right. Yeah, let me think. So it's another, I now have 3 potions of fire breath, and they are 3d6 per breath, and can be used up to 3 times within an hour as a bonus action.
Let's be specific. After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a DC
30 feet?
30 feet. The target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, taking 46 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The effect ends after you exhale the fire 3 times or when 1 hour has passed.
Wait, how much damage does it do? 46 or 4t6?
4d6.
Okay. Dex save of 13. You get 3 uses over 1 hour.
Or 3 uses or 1 hour.
Yeah.
This potion's orange liquid flickers and smoke fills the top of the container and wafts out when it is opened.
It's got a 30-foot range, though?
It's a 30...
Is it a cone or a line?
It doesn't specify, so I'd say it's... It seems like a very narrow cone. Kind of like how fire breath is usually done.
Well, fire breath has a line if you're a red dragon and a cone if you're golden. That's the difference.
Okay. Roll 1d2 for each then.
Okay.
No, wait. These are probably not made from a dragon, so they're both cones.
I accept that. Plus the cone, if they were a line, they should go 60 feet too.
That seems a little bit more interesting, yeah.
Yep, okay, so I've done that. I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna say fire potion for 100 gold pieces. I'm gonna offer it to Dolos, and I'm gonna offer one to Ty if they want it, which is super cheap, by the way. These things, it's a third of the cost, guys.
I'm saying yes because I know the values, and I'm like that's like a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what was it you were offering?
So I'm offering you one of the potions of fire breath for 100 gold, which is a third of the cost. I'm being really nice because we all kind of, helped kill it, I guess, and I spent money on it. Are you up for it?
Just a sec, let me think.
So it's a yes from
Yeah.
Dolos, so take away 10 platinum.
Yeah, just did.
Because I need money for all my suits of armor.
Yeah, okay, I'll take one. So I'll knock off 100 gold.
Okay.
How much do you need for your armor?
Well, I don't know, because I'm going to try to get it custom made.
Oh, alright.
Like, my normal armor costs 1,500 gold. But I got it for 150. Because we stole it off that guy. So you have a potion of fire breath, 46 damage. You get 3 uses over 1 hour, which is a bonus action. There's a dex save of 13 and 30 feet. 30 feet cone.
How much damage does it do?
4d6.
4d6. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If I use it when I'm stealthy, do I add my sneak attack to it?
No, because you don't have advantage on. No, because it's. I don't know. What is the specifics for sneak attack?
You get your sneak check for.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, because if he's hidden.
If I'm hidden and I shoot.
Strike selectable for distraction. Once per turn, you can deal an extra damage to a creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. So if he's hidden, no, because you wouldn't have. It's not an attack roll. There's no attack roll.
Oh, okay.
It's just a damage roll. So you don't have advantage.
So I always hit.
It'll always hit, but they'll take half
Like
damage.
aimbot. Alright.
If they make the save, which isn't super high, which is probably why the damage is pretty good. Alright, my next step will be to go around town talking to blacksmiths, trying to find out if there's any place that maybe would have the ability to make my armor less noisy. And one of the possible ways being carapace, and also if there's any bullet heads, just because I really want a bullet head shield, I think that'd be really cool.
I tag along because I'm bored.
Okay, I went after.
What you gather is that most of all blacksmiths are very busy repairing and making arms and armor for the military right now.
Mm-hmm.
You also get a sense that, like, basically all of them do not have the skills it would take to make this.
Maybe the dwarves would, but we all know that their place got punched in.
The dwarves, might have a better chance there, since this type of blacksmithing requires a pretty large amount of skill, since you're not just dealing with blacksmithing.
Right. Does anyone even have carapace, just out of curiosity?
No, not even that. They don't gather it here.
That's fair. Yeah, otherwise I guess Wrath, since we're gonna be here for at least 3 weeks now. Well, no, we're not, because we got the potions already. Could I maybe try to find? I don't know how long it would take. Probably a super long amount of time to train a feat, huh?
Yeah, that would take a long time.
What would be the most efficient way for me to train up my strength? Finding a trainer or just pumping iron?
What is your current strength?
My current strength is 15.
Only 15?
It's only 15.
Oh.
Doing a lot of basic exercises. It is. It would take longer than the time you have. For
Right,
it
but
now,
I could take some.
You have to continuously spend on it and build it. You have to eat properly. It's like
That's not even a problem out in the wilderness, but whatever.
Yeah, but it takes a decent amount of time spent before you can probably see like real changes.
Okay. How about
speaking about months in that
yeah.
case?
Okay. Well then, I've got 2 weeks of nothing. The only other things I'd be doing would be helping Rita learn how to read and pump an iron, basically.
Okay.
So, do you want me to roll, maybe for both of us?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Rita just slowly but surely gets more knowledge on how to read, and with direct access to your thoughts, etc., it becomes a little bit more easy to learn.
Okay. Too bad I don't get that benefit.
Yeah, it just helps.
Can I, in the meantime, look for maybe a cleric?
In the meantime,
yeah.
You have been basically trying to steal from everyone.
Yeah, I would have. I
probably look for.
I did mention this earlier. I would have gone to the local, whatever they are, churches, places of worship, and asked if they've seen temple. Well, whatever it is, it could be a synagogue.
I think
for
there are
all we
temples
know.
here.
So for what?
I'm gonna ask around if anyone's seen a halfling cleric who's been traveling around this part of the continent. Well, of course, because they're here. But
Tyraneus, what have you been doing?
Just been out in the woods, communing with nature.
New animals.
Spending time, changing shape.
ooh, that would be interesting. Maybe his time in the wilderness he's seen a rare beast.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Actually, I do have a question about cave bears. They shouldn't be too rare from my experience in the past, right?
Not in this area.
If you take 2
from where I came
weeks
from.
to not only commune but also look for them, you will find one.
Okay, then that would be my mission for the 2 weeks. Because
Okay.
then I can change into cave bear.
Ooh, that sounds cool. Are they blind?
Then that is what you do.
Are they what?
Are they blind? Is that a thing?
No,
for
no,
cave
no,
bears?
no. They're just like polar bears, except they live in caves
So they're quite powerful.
and they can
That
see
would be
pretty
nice.
far in the dark.
They are pretty damn powerful.
Yeah, it's a +7 to hit, and +7 to damage.
His former bear form becomes like a little cub. In comparison.
Wait, can he? Oh yeah, because he can go CR2 now, right? Because he's level 6.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, it's got
So
+5 strength.
it uses the stat of the polar bear, since they didn't bother to put it the cave bear itself. They
Yeah, hit points are-
they just use it as a variant.
5d10 +15.
It's pretty good.
Wow, that's the health.
Yep.
So I could maybe even 20 points.
It ups its base value
And up
bite
to
and
65.
claw attack.
Its DC goes up by 1, so there's that. Or AC.
And,
Yeah,
and
that's 12.
it's-
Okay.
It also
Oh, yeah.
ups your
There you go.
melee weapon attack minimum damage, as well as your claw
By
weapon
2.
attack minimum. The max, where the dice
Oh,
are still the same.
no,
for that.
the damage is still the same. It's just that the hit is higher.
Yeah. which still is pretty useful.
Well, you last longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you do the entire time.
Did I
The
have any
first-
luck finding a cleric?
The first week there is no luck in finding the cleric. It is at the end of the second week. Basically at the end, there are 2 more days of your resting and training period, where you walk into a chapel and there's a cleric standing in front of the crowd, speaking about Melisandre, the Lady of Light, and why she is the best goddess there is.
Who? Which goddess?
Yuma, would you introduce this new character to us?
He's no longer Yuma, remember?
It is Yuma for now,
Okay.
I
until
can
we know
see
the
Yuma,
character's
yeah.
name, and next session, this is the final thing we'll do today. So
So
it's
just
getting late.
introduction.
So
Right.
the introduction of your
We're not gonna do
character.
that. What about the health?
And the rolling.
Yeah, we'll do rolling. Why not? That'll be
Do we want to do that
fun.
now?
No, you're gonna introduce your character first.
introduction.
Okay. All right. My new character
keep-
is going to be Gumby Manoi. He is a cleric, level 5. Background is an acolyte. He is a lightfoot halfling. Lawful good alignment. He has a strength of 8, dexterity of 16, constitution of 14, intelligence of 11, wisdom of 16, charisma of 12. His saving throws on wisdom and charisma. He is proficient with the skills of history, insight, persuasion, and religion. He has 2 daggers and a light crossbow.
And a shield.
He has a shield. Scale mail. He is proficient in light and medium armor and all simple weapons. He has a priest's pack, which has various items. He has a little bit of gold. Since he is a halfling, he gets a free reroll when he rolls a 1 on an attack, ability, or saving throw. He can choose whether to use it, but if he does use it, he has to take the next roll.
Which can
Which-
be worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you roll a 1, it's like you better just do it.
Yeah. Well, could be like if I'm wielding a sword that's hostile to myself, that's magical or something, and I have to make an
Yeah,
attack
then
roll
you
against
might-
myself.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
But anyways, I'm 30 years old, 3'4", 55 pounds, green eyes, tan skin, light brown hair, kind of your usual halfling, except I'm not too stocky. Let's see. I have advantage against saving throws against being frightened. I can move through a space of a creature that's of a larger size than me.
Which is everything, practically.
Yeah.
You
I can
basically
also
just move
attempt.
through its feet.
Well,
I
not
can also
goblins.
attempt to hide behind a creature that's larger than me.
Any of us?
Yep. I can change my spell list
Like
after
I
a
could
long
hide
rest.
behind Golf and then you hide behind me.
Yep. I have a reaction called Warding Flare. If I'm attacked by a creature that is less than 30 feet away that I can see, I can impose disadvantage on the attack roll. I have 3 uses of that.
Because of your wisdom modifier. And at
Right.
sixth level, you can use that for anyone.
Right.
So it's
And
basically
again, after a long
protection,
rest.
but for anyone, anywhere. So, yeah. I just got downgraded. Because I use protection how many times I want. I don't have a limit.
I also know Channel Divinity, so I can destroy undead. That it has a creature rating of 1/2 or less. At least right now, it'll be higher as I level up. When I do Channel Divinity, each undead creature within 30 feet of me makes a Wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it must spend its turn moving as far away from me as possible. It cannot do any actions, but it can dash or dodge.
If it's a CR of 1/2 at this point, I think it automatically dies.
Yeah.
So
I
you just
also
say we
know
won't be
Radiance
seeing
of
any
the
undead
Dawn.
anymore.
I can use Radiance of the Dawn. It's an action. Any magical darkness within 30 feet of me is dispelled, and each hostile creature within 30 feet of me must make a Constitutional saving throw. It will take
Constitutional?
2d10. Yeah, it's con.
Constitution. Not constitutional. I heard constitutional,
okay.
but whatever.
My bad. Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it takes 2d10 plus my cleric level damage, so 2d10 plus 5. If it's a success, it takes half as much. I have a holy symbol.
You have two holy symbols.
Milisadre. Oh yeah, one of them is an emblem, the holy symbol Milisadre. I haven't decided what the other one is. I know a bunch of spells.
Which we're not going into detail right now because that takes a lot of time.
We'll find out later.
Yeah, you'll find out soon enough.
I know. I'm really happy because I know what one of them is.
You know all of them. You made the character with him.
Yeah, I know.
Roll your HP now.
I speak Common, Halfling, Elvish, and Orcish as well.
So another one who speaks Elvish. Why not?
I know.
Level?
But it is a pretty darn...
Level 5.
Level 5, alright.
Just below.
Dwarves, dwarves and halflings, I guess I could have done that, but... No.
So, yeah, roll your HP for now, and that'll be the end of this.
So
we all
10,
are Toby and I going to do it too?
8?
Toby just left.
No, it crashed.
Oh.
Yeah, you can roll your HP as well, since it's almost the end.
Oh,
Okay.
let's see if someone throws a 1.
It's a d8 plus 2 4 times, right?
It's a d8 plus 2 4 times, yeah. So you do it individually, or you can do it all... I do it individually. Or, yeah. 25. So you have a total of 35 health.
That's not
And
too
you
bad.
roll...
Pretty good,
Awesome.
right?
Dude,
Yeah, that's
you
pretty
roll
good.
slightly above our average, I think.
2 6s,
4.
1 4.
32,
No,
40.
that's below,
like-
I
It's
think.
9,
4
8,
and a half.
it's 18 plus 8, which is...
It's 1 above average.
It's 1
Oh,
below
18 plus
average. Yeah, it's 18 plus 8.
Nine.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 18 plus 8.
4 and a half.
It is, yeah, it was below.
So it's 1 below average, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Drake?
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a hit die. Oh!
Yeah.
Now I'm only at 57. I don't have my 10... I don't have my more than 10 average now. Oh no.
And Tyraneus.
Yeah, I actually rolled it. If you go back up when we just started the session, we came back after you typed Melisandre. You can see my roll.
It must have been a good roll.
Well, it was.
He rolled an 8.
Yeah, it was not too bad.
He rolled an 8.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Cool. Thanks.
Bummer! I rolled terribly.
So yeah, that was the end of this session. Dolos,
Yes.
what did you think about the way I changed the course of Yuma's death?
Well, I like that she's not dead, but she can't fight.
We had a 30-minute discussion after you left.
If she should die or not.
It was kind of, well,
Yeah,
just,
what
we're not going to go into
really
too much detail,
happened?
but it was just kind of like reality versus game. Because my main thing was, we couldn't exactly, like, I wanted to leave Yuma behind, but then that would give Mboy nothing to do while we played. So, like, the player in me didn't want Mboy to do nothing, but the Drake in me, I guess, wanted Yuma to stay behind. So it's kind of like one of the situations where it's like, we didn't do the realistic thing because it's a game.
Yeah.
And because we were kind of forced into the situation, you know, so it's fine. I think the way it's done is completely acceptable. Yuma's character should have been retired anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And at least we now kind of got the conversation with her and her father, etc. A little
least
bit
you
of
ended the
of
story.
closure. Yeah, a little bit of closure for the character.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a whole new backstory for this character, or?
Not yet.
he hasn't gone into super detail.
But Emboy, if you can, please give me your like general backstory and like yeah, you already gave me some sort of a goal, but if you want to change the goal or make it a little bit more clear, please send it to me before next week. So I have a little bit of time to yeah, give you a little bit of your own inside the story.
Well, it could be long. I think I'm a maybe for all.
Oh,
the
thank
rest of
goodness!
So
I just wanted to see what I'd roll if I rolled again. I rolled a 4 for health instead of a 5.
But we'll see soon enough. So Yuma is currently with her father in the north, under the watchful eye of the Drow.
She's in trouble now.
You'd say, yeah.
She's with her dad, though. That's pretty. That seems pretty safe.
And he trusts them. So there. What does that tell you?
I've just gotta say, I don't know where all your hate comes from. Because they seemed they seemed like reasonable people. Or elves.
Hey, elves are people too, you know. Except if they're a drow.
Do you actually say that in character?
He considers himself like half people.
You're half person.
People.
Yeah, I did a little bit of foreshadowing, of course.
Yeah, but none of our characters know the foreshadowing.
Eh?
Well, what foreshadowing are you talking about? You're talking about...
I think one person should at least recognize part of it.
And
Wait,
that's the new
Right,
character?
Tyraneus?
Oh.
He didn't, apparently. He missed it.
No, I guess I missed it. Sorry.
Okay, good. That's interesting enough.
What was the foreshadowing when we all left and it was just Yuma and her dad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
see, I
was-
knew it was foreshadowing.
When they just entered the portal with the other elves, the father dropped a name.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
dropping a name when we could technically say that none of us are there anymore, that's pretty foreshadowy.
Yeah. It's like foreshadowing 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from that.
Okay,
That's about it.
I am content with the way it turned out.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. It was fun.
Like a
Except for the
mid-season,
deaths.
like a mid-season finale.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Right.
kind of.
Kind of.